Right. Hello, everybody. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Nora Zimerman, and I'm here to do a workshop on soul brand alignment with all of you. So it'll be really good if you can mute yourselves so that I can talk, and I'm going to share my screen. So we're here to talk about soul brand alignment, and it's a really exciting topic for me. I love doing this. It's part of the way I work, and obviously today is a mini taster of a longer process that we do when we work together. So what we're going to look at today is what is at the core of your soul brand, how your ideal clients connect with this energy, and the steps of my methodology. So with what is at the core of your soul brand, we're going to really go deep inside into how this feels in the body. We're going to work with these and find some alignment to what is the essence of your soul brand. Then we're going to work a little bit on how your clients connect with this energy. And this is really important because when you are working with clients, there's something in between the two of you that happens, and this is the energy that they are going to be connecting with. Is that exchange that they are seeking. It's not just you in person or them. It's something in the middle that happens between the two of you, and that vibration is something that we're going to tune into. And then I'm going to explain the steps of my methodology and how I work. So who I am Nora Zimerman, and I run a design studio for a number of years now. I've been a graphic designer all my life since I finished school. That's all I wanted to do. And I also run your website school, which is the program that prompted me to run this workshop. And I can talk a little bit more about it later on. And I'm also a Women's Temple facilitator group, amongst other things. I am also a divine healer, like some of you. So a bit of a jack of all trades, a mother. So my mission is to create soul brands and websites that are totally aligned with your mission of service. And I work with people in the business of bringing light and transformation to humanity. I really like working with people that are doing this because the more visible they are, the more clients they reach. I feel that my job is also helping transform humanity. And so I've got a vision of collaboration, love, and cooperation. And I was at Procter & Gamble in the design studio for 15 years. I was part of a corporation. Then a few years ago, 7 years ago, I had an intense spiritual awakening. And now I combine both worlds. It's the corporate and all those elements of strategic marketing and structure and deadlines, and then all the spirituality and soul brand alignment. So you can always use your chat at the bottom if you want to let me know anything. You are all muted. Brilliant. So now we're going to begin to tune in. And I want you to arrive in your seat and just take a breath and maybe close your eyes if you feel that's okay for you. I'm going to have my eyes open and closed as I go. And today is all about your business. And take a deep breath. We're coming away from the mind and into the body. So we're not going to rationalize anything. We're not going to formulate anything. This is an attunement for you and your business and your soul's mission. And calling in any support from your guides, if you wish, to make the workshop fruitful for you. And tuning into your heart. Maybe your gut, your womb space. Just dropping inside. And I'm going to have my slides on here just in case your mind wavers a little bit. So if you feel like your mind is going off a little bit, you can always open your eyes and come back to the inquiry. And I want you to tune into your mission. What is your mission this lifetime that your soul is guiding you to do? What is your mission this lifetime that your soul is guiding you to do? And you may not have these very clear, and you may not be able to put words on it just yet. Or you may have a very clear statement. Wherever you're at, it's absolutely okay. And just tuning into this energy for your business and why you're here. Feeling this in your body. This is your gift of service. And it may simply be a vibration. Might just be a pulse in your heart, something that you recognize. You may have some words to describe it. It's a vibration. And if you have any words coming up, you can take some notes or just stay in the energy of that. And now we're moving into your soul brand. And I want you to feel into that thing you do when you are with your clients. Doesn't matter what technique you're using, what skills are being used. It's more the medicine of you. There are many other coaches and designers and healers out there, teachers. But the way you deliver, the way you are in the presence of the people you're serving, that is unique. And there's no right or wrong, it's just how it is. And just tuning into this way of delivering and being that only you can bring and no one else can replicate. And really aligning yourself in your body, heart, gut, aligning yourself with this vibration, this energy of your soul brand. You can root yourself in it. And again, it doesn't have to be super clear. It's just a taste of what it feels like. You may have some words coming up. If you want to take notes, please do. Maybe there are some colors coming up. And I'd like you to also check in with yourself. How does it feel to feel aligned with these? How does it feel for you to be in this alignment? And just taking a deep breath. And staying rooted in this energy. I want you to feel into your soul brand as if it is a place, a physical location. And you may start imagining any place. It doesn't need to be where you practice or a place you know. It's a physical location for your soul brand. It may be a space outdoors. It may be a cocoon. Maybe just a corner. Just really allow your soul to just feel into the right place. How does it feel to be in that place, in that physical location, if that was your soul brand? And it doesn't have to be specific. It might just be, it feels soft. Or it feels like a container. Maybe nothing comes up, and it's fine. Now I want you to feel into your soul brand as if it was a person. you can describe what he or she looks like. Maybe what type of clothes he or she's wearing. You may get some colors or textures. Maybe you just get the way this soul brand person is moving, or his or her presence. And when you're ready, making some notes, if you wish. And gently coming back. Hey, hello. I'd love to hear what has come up for you, any insights, discoveries. You need to unmute yourselves to share.
Can I go since then I have to leave?
Yes, Magdalena, yes.
It was really interesting for me because, can you hear me?
Yes?
Because I hear my voice back.
Yeah, there's a little bit of feedback, yes.
Because at the beginning it was really hard for me to get into it and I couldn't see much, but two things were really clear. And one was my mission, which it came with really clear words, which are supporting others to reconnect to their hearts.
Mm.
And it's really interesting because it doesn't mention anything of what I do. So it was really, wow, it's an interesting way of putting it. And the other one also that is really interesting, when you said to visualize the space, for me, I could just see like a lot of sand. What you said to visualize the brand. I could just visualize a situation like in the desert, like scorch hot, like hot, and this stillness. And then what I saw, because you were saying to like give an image to the person. So he was like I could see like the back of this person, of this man, and just like a little bit of a side of his face, and he was like a dark man, very very tall and dark skin, dark hair, very Italian actually. So it must be me. But the funny thing was that he was in a city in a desert. And what was coming was a lot of confidence, charm, and the word that was coming to describe him, like leader.
Yes.
Like leading, someone that knows the way and just leads you. That was the image.
Mm,
Yeah.
very good. You've got lots of words there.
Yes.
Soul brand.
Really interesting.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Wow. So there's leadership, there's connecting to the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. And it sounds like, from what you were saying, this man had presence. There was a big presence there.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I say hi because I have to go, but thank you so much.
Lovely. See you soon. Bye.
Thank you.
Who would like to share next?
I can go next.
Right.
Right. Okay, so I just wrote words down as we were going through and whatever was coming in. So I wrote love, forgiveness, wake up for change, wholeness, bringing you into your essence, connecting you with you, transformation, awakening, your journey to ascension, love as vehicle to ascension, truth, seeing yourself or your true being. And then I quite often listen to Muji on Sundays, and so he came up. So I thought that's connected with teaching. So as a teacher.
Wow.
I have lots of words.
Very good. Very good. They usually get narrowed down by the time we get to the website.
Yes.
You begin to have a taste and a feeling for, what words fit, and what words don't.
Yes.
And also what you're going to be communicating with them. Because it's not just what's happening for you, it's also what's happening for people when they come to the website, and what is it that they are perceiving from you and about you and what you offer and your medicine.
Yeah.
So the websites are really not about, in this case, me. My website is about how people are perceiving me and how people are finding what they need. It's nothing to do with me. So that understanding begins to kind of drop in as we go through the process.
Yes.
Just the beginning. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Linda, would you like to share some words? I've just unmuted you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. Yeah, I'm on my phone, so it's a little bit trickier than on a computer. I have a nursing background, and I've had experience with friends and family with cancer and work experience with HIV. So that came up for me around supporting others dealing with crises in their health or losses, that I can offer compassion and support in my nursing background too. So it's about I keep being drawn back to helping, to be a help. And so what the soul brand to me is about providing comfort and support, calmness, helping soothe.
I love
that. And being caring. And holding space for others to heal. And then I was getting a few places. Some of my favorite places in my life are either by the ocean, like with a warm sun and waves and sky, or also I love being in the forest, like by a trail or a stream. So those are two places important to me. And I felt sort of a male angelic energy in terms of a person. And yeah, so that's what came for me.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ingeborg, would you like to share? I'm unmuting you, or yeah, you do that.
Yeah. So it was an interesting experience because I never saw it like that, the soul brand, and I get some insights. I get I'm the embodiment of light and love.
Say that again.
The embodiment of light and love.
Very good.
And so the words came. When I'm with clients or with people, I just need to offering my love, like an offering, and then they can bath in the love. So this is more important than the techniques.
Yes.
And the colors, I'm very drawn to gemstones. So the color was a watermelon tourmaline.
Wow. I don't know what that looks like.
And tourmaline, you know what tourmaline?
No.
Tourmaline, many tourmalines are green.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And the watermelon is inside pink and outside green.
Yes.
So this was what is given to me.
Oh, sounds really vibrant.
Yes.
Mm.
And this is also the heart colors, because the heart chakra is the pink and the green.
Mm-hmm.
The pink is the love, and the green is the heart chakra.
Mm.
There are two colors. But it didn't came from my brain. It was a picture was there.
Lovely.
So, and the place, it was in nature. It was the forest and a meadow and a river. And I'm very surprised because I love the sea.
Right.
The sea and sand, and so I was surprised that it was the forest.
Good.
So, and as a person, this person is very feminine.
Mm-hmm.
Feel drawn to wearing dresses and skirts, not trousers. And they are very present, rooted, open, and barefoot.
Wow.
I don't know exactly what this means, but this came up.
Mm-hmm.
So I get a glimpse.
Yes. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Yes. Max, if you'd like to share, just unmute yourself.
Yes, but could you kind of cut this part off from your YouTube video?
Yes.
Okay. So what I felt is it's like
Right. So I am going to now share my screen again. Let's have a look. And I'm going to movies. And the next inquiry is about blocks. Can you all see my screen? Just nod because I can see you. Lovely. So I want to just tune into what are the blocks for manifesting your mission. And it can be, you know, again, it can be something that you feel in your body, because shining the light means we can transmute them. And, you know, we are in the business of, you know, transformation and healing. And, you know, it's a really important part that, you know, we mention these as we go as well for yourselves. And so you can also, if it's easy, you can call some of them emotional or mindset blocks. and some of them more like practical or technical blocks or things like that. So I just want you again to tune in, maybe close your eyes and feel in your body. This is not something that you know you're not good at. This is more like a block, an energetic block. For manifesting your soul mission. And maybe just making some notes. What's in the way? Might also give you some feelings in your body. Maybe you just want to do a quick round of sharing. If you feel like just saying a few words.
I can say, so the emotional, there is a bit of fear that whether people going to get me for what I'm trying to put out there. And then there is like, I can be quite creative, but the structure is usually quite hard for me. It takes me a long time, lots of hours to structure something that it feels good. And then is the technology that I sometimes freak out.
Well, you are here.
Yeah.
You are on Zoom and you were on time. In
Yeah.
fact, you arrived early and you didn't have any technical problems. So
But sometimes it just comes up.
yes, it comes up for me as well. How do I share my screen?
Yes. And how do I record?
Yes.
Yes. So, yes, sometimes these things comes up, but I usually
I always say, for these things, the best attitude is to have a self-motivated attitude. Okay, how can I fix it? How can I resolve it? And luckily we have Google. So, you can Google anything and there's usually videos for pretty much everything.
Yes, it's true. And I've got a 12-year-old son, so
There you are.
very helpful.
Yes, they usually are, yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anyone else blocks in the way? Yes, go on.
I think I received the main thing is I've been overwhelmed by so much possibilities.
Right.
And I see so much possibilities, and sometimes I feel like in the flipper, and I've drawn to this and then back and forth and so on. So it's this too much possibilities.
Yes. Okay.
And that I can't move because I can't decide where should I go first.
Right. Excellent. That's good awareness. And you mentioned that at the start as well.
Yes.
Yeah. It feels like it's very present.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I'll talk more about that towards the end.
Yes, I hope so.
Yes. Remind me if I don't.
Yes.
Very good. Any more sharings? You don't have to if you don't want to. Okay, we'll move on. So I'm going to share my screen again. Hopefully the technology will be happy with me. So now we are going to do our last inquiry, and I want you to tune in into your ideal client. And this is the client that makes your heart sing and feel fulfilled. And by this, I mean, if you have done this kind of job that you're planning to do, or if you haven't, just tune into the vibration of you being in the flow of doing what you love and serving someone or a group of people according to how you work, or teaching, offering your service, and just feeling the vibration when you are in your flow. Maybe you want to close your eyes and connect with your heart again. And it's a feeling of you offering value and people receiving it fully. You almost forget that you are working. And you can see the transformation as well. This person is receiving. And they also tell you. And you're in your zone of genius. So with this in mind, I want you to describe who this ideal client would be. And you can just write maybe the qualities of this person. And I want you to be very specific as you can. Because the more specific you ask, the better the alignment to your soul brand. So we want the right people to come and work with us, the ones that feel fully aligned. And if they are not fully aligned, there will always be someone that will serve them better. So this is again a very good exercise for narrowing down, for taking a commitment as to who you want to work with and who you don't want to work with. So you can also make notes for who you don't want to work with, if you feel that there's some clarity there too. And when you're ready, you can make some notes or stay tuned in. Sometimes it's exactly a client we already have, and we want, I would like XYZ client to be repeated 10,000 times. That's the client I like. And they benefited so much too. And that's absolutely okay. So anyone wants to share their ideal client, the energy of the ideal client maybe? I think you're just taking notes at the moment. And this is something that you can continue doing as well, because it is just like the tip of the iceberg, really, of beginning to align yourself and then align who you want to work with. And as we clarify all these pieces of the puzzle, then everything becomes narrowed down and clearer and simpler. And so it's almost like the structure that was something that you mentioned before begins to create itself rather than we try to create it from the mind. So of course we need to give some kind of structure to the websites, but when we do all this work beforehand, it all is very obvious. Even before I design the website, I completely know the flow and who it's for and who it's not for, because all of these things have been kind of cooked and stirred up a little bit and clarified. So anyone wants to say anything about ideal client or not ideal client? There's always some stories as well.
I can have a go.
Yes, go on.
I like a client that can feel what's going on.
Mm.
Client that is connected.
Mm.
And I like a client that is loving, searching, interested. Awaken, I put down as well. Awaken.
Mm. So clients are
not difficult.
not difficult. It sounds like clients that are open to transformation.
Yes, open to
receiving the transformation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Because there's a lot of, and this is for the kind of work that you do, and it can happen to me as well. You know, there's a lot of people that want to either be fixed, want me to make the website for them. So, you know, I think the way we all work in this kind of soul business style is more a way of a collaboration where, you know, we are both bringing, you know, whatever needs to be brought through together. So, you know, I help you, you know, with the websites and I will design the website, but it is a process we do together. Yes, I can design a website, you know, without any input because I can pick up the nuances of, you know, what the business is and things like that. But in a way, I like working with people, just like you want to work with people that are open to transformation, because they'll be doing some work themselves and they'll be committed as well.
Yes, committed. Exactly. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, so I'm going to share my screen again. Did you want to share, Linda? Did you? Oh, you're okay? Allow me. Do you want to? Sorry. Yeah,
Thanks.
go.
Am I off? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. Oh. I just resonated with what our last person said. Yeah, some openness to healing and holistic work. Because I've tried offering divine healing to a friend who was quite skeptical and not very open to it, and it didn't feel great.
Good.
And so, yeah, I'd like to work with clients who are perhaps in a transition in their life or their health. They are able to afford the time or the cost. I also enjoy working with pets and their owners and getting messages, to share back with the owners. But more around like pets with illness than just behavioral, barky, kind of pets. And also, a friend has learned that in her counseling practice, it's very challenging to have someone who's suicidal in her client load. And that's something I don't feel competent or able to manage in my practice either. So someone who's not in severe crisis, but someone who is also open to working and responds well to energy work or divine healing or chakra alignments. Yeah. So
Good.
yeah.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm going to share my screen now. And so now I'm going to talk a little bit of about my methodology and your website school. So your website school is an 8-week online group program in which I design your website. I also support you in becoming fluent and comfortable about your service. And I teach you how to update your website so you're fully in charge when the program is over. So it's a combination of website design, mentorship, and mastermind. And this is really important because for small businesses, I feel that it's a good thing to be able to go to their websites and to be fully autonomous and to, if you change something, if you want to add a service, if maybe you feel like, oh, I'm not doing this for now, so I'm going to remove this page, you're able to do those simple things on your website and you don't need to keep coming back to me for those things. When there's a major overhaul, yes, perhaps. But I feel that smaller businesses, they need to be able to just go in and do those things. A, it just gives you a lot of power. B, it feels like, you can go in and nurture the website. So the more you nurture the website feels fresh. And it also saves you money, basically, at the end of the day. So the practical details are we start on the 2nd of March. We work closely together for 8 weeks, although it's not every day, but, we are connecting every day on something called Slack, which is basically like a private Facebook group without all the distractions of Facebook. Very easy and intuitive to use. And we have 4 live Zoom calls, very similar to this. Lots of sharing, lots of one-to-one attention. It's usually on a Tuesday. You do have homework to do. You don't have to work hours and hours, but obviously the more time and focus and discipline you have through the process, the more you get out. And there's also inquiry, there's mentorship, and there's also collaboration and exchange between all the students. So you will be learning from the other students and you will be able to contribute as well to the others. So when I work with people one-to-one, it ranges from 10,000 at the top end down to 7,500. This is for more complex websites and businesses that are stepping into an expert situation. They've been running for a while, they're running courses, they are complex structures already. So they need a website which is like a bigger engine, basically, and they've got a lot of integrations like e-commerce and forms and autoresponders and all sorts of lots of things going behind the scenes. Then if we do the same process in a group, which is the Soul Brand Alignment and Website Design Group, this one costs 5,000 and I usually run it in the summer. And your website school is £2,200. UK. And today I'm offering 100 off, so £2,100, and we have 5 spaces only for this. And if you are interested in taking this offer, you can go to this link, your website school.net.buy. I think if I click, it comes up. Excellent. That's very clever, my PDF. So yeah, here is where you can go and literally buy your seat. This is the offer one, and I'm going to leave it up for a few days for everybody that has been here on the workshop. And you can also book your review call after that. And it's the same link. It's your website school.net/calendar. So we get to talk and we get to review where you're at. Anyone has any questions before I go to my last slide?
Nora, yeah, it's Linda.
Yes.
If you don't currently have a website to start on, do you recommend what platforms will work, or like how one, because I tried one time, but I couldn't get it to work very well.
Mm-hmm.
That was like a low cost or no cost website.
Okay.
So do you have recommendations about even which websites platforms to use?
Yeah, so I work on 2 platforms. I work on WordPress for the bigger engines and for the bigger websites. And then I work on Squarespace, which is what I use for your website school. And I really like Squarespace because it's fairly easy to use. It's also the kind of builder that, you know, you're seeing what you're doing as you build it. Whereas on WordPress, that doesn't happen. So as you change things, things get changed in front of you. It's literally the website gets built, you know, in front of you. Of course, I will build it for you, but then I will teach you how to manage it and how to go in and do bits and pieces. The other thing about Squarespace that I love is they have great support. So again, I feel it's really important for a business owner to be able to ask questions to, you know, whoever is hosting their website. They have loads of videos. So almost any question you have, you tap it into the help section and there very likely be a step-by-step or a video. So they're excellent for people that really want to take charge and, you know, run a good website, basically. They're very good. And it's... they're always improving it, and it's a great community. I'm quite happy with Squarespace.
Oh, good. Thank you. That's a good recommendation. I'll look into it.
Good.
Thanks.
Any more questions? I just muted you, Linda. Okay. So the last bit that I wanted to share with you is this. And so just to round up, this is what you get when you join your website school. You get professional website design. Like I said earlier, I've been a designer all my life and I love doing this. This is when I'm happy. I also do a 5-page website, which has the home, the about, contact page, and maybe 2 services. This is something we agree between us, you know, what is it that you need and according to the type of business you have. And we also teach you how to duplicate pages or add other pages. So it's not that you're going to be stuck with a small website. If you need to expand, you can also add to it yourself. Then we do the soul brand alignment, which is basically getting to the essence of this thing you do and then catalyzing it onto a website. It's like almost a, you know, okay, here we go. I'm putting a stake and grounding yourself in this commitment. Because usually when you do the website, what happens is there's a lot happening here. But then what the website does is it shows you where you are. And suddenly the website is kind of a little bit forward of where you are. And, you know, a lot of people, when they finish your website school, they go, oh my gosh, I got to charge those prices now. I got to be that person. You know, all that work kind of gives you the reference of where you are, and also it's a bit of a mirror, and it gives you that confidence. It's like a business card. Okay, go to my website and, you know, you can learn about me. And the reason that that's useful for you as well, it's because when people come to your website and they learn about you, they are pre-qualifying. So when they come and meet you, it's almost like they tasted a little bit of your energy. So when they come and talk to you, they are already warmed up. They're not completely cold. Some websites might sell things already. They might sell tickets to workshops, or they might sell pieces of art or whatever, or they might sell sessions. But if you haven't got any kind of physical product or service to sell, you're still pre-qualifying people. They still get, okay, this is who this person is, and I like it, or I'm not liking it, and it's not for me. So we do this with quite a bit of strategy by setting the goals for you. And this is how we're going to guide customers through your website. So your goals are going to meet their needs, and then we're going to be guiding them through your website. And this is the structure that we were referring to earlier. I'm going to stop sharing so I can expand a little bit on this. So the way we structure a website is with strategy, needs of the clients, and what needs to be communicating. So what we're doing is we're guiding people through meeting their needs and guiding them to solve their needs. Does that make sense, Ingeborg? Especially you asked the question. Yes, excellent, thank you. Okay, so in a way, when you are working with me, you don't need to worry about all of that. It kind of comes together. But also, the other thing that might happen, especially for very expansive people, is that some of the things they get left on the list to do on phase 2 or phase 3. So it doesn't get overwhelming. So we focus on getting a skeleton structure that feels really good, that is aligned, that is, within brand and aligned to the soul. And then everything else that comes on top, it's going to be easy to add because the structure is really good. Does it make sense? Excellent. I can see a yes and nodding. Okay, I'm going to share this last bit here. So we also work on your soul brand images and your brand words. So we work on your photo shoot, and I teach you a little bit about what to wear. We basically create the brief for your photographer, or we choose the stock images together, whatever we're going to use. But usually at some point you will need a portrait photo. This is a big topic in itself. So there's a whole module at your website school about photography. And also we get down to your brand words. What's your tone of voice? What kind of words align with you? And you did a little bit of that today, There's a taste of what words work for your brand and what words don't. And it's going to be quite clear once we start. And then I build a website with my team, and I give you a tutorial on how to do everything. And then, ta-da, it's owning your website. You practice a little bit on the website whilst we're still at your website school, and then you become the proud owner of your website. Any questions? Or reflections, or want to say something? We're just coming to the end and completing. Good.
Just want to say thank you. That was very helpful.
Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome, Soumya. I'm very pleased you're all here. It's been a delight to hear you and to see you and to see where you're at. I hope we get to connect again. And thank you. I'll be sending the recording. Lots of love.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.